Welcome to Statistics, where we bring complexity to clarity. I'm excited to have you join me for our fourth unit, Graphical Representation. Graphical representation is used when we have to represent the data of a frequency distribution or of a time series. It is represented by points which are plotted on a graph paper. Here, the monthly expenditure in rupees shown in tabular form can be easily visualized as shown in the given graph. Here, we can give simple graphical representation of the complex tabular data. Let's see the graph in detail. The horizontal line in the graph indicates x-axis. The vertical line in the graph indicates y-axis. Here, categories indicates the x-axis label and expenditure in rupees indicates the y-axis label. The monthly expenditure in rupees is called the title of the chart. Thus, the graph makes the boring tabular data catchy, attractive, easy to understand and compare. Now let's see all the advantages of graphical representation. Thus, the advantages of graphical representation are easy to understand and interpret data at a glance. It facilitates comparisons. It gives eye view of complex data. It has long-lasting impression. It gives an attractive and interesting view. Now let's see the limitations of graphical representation. It cannot show all those facts which are there in the tables. It shows tendency of fluctuations, that is, actual values are not known. The charts can take more time to be drawn than the tables. Now let's see different types of graphs. Simple bar, multiple or compound bar, subdivided bar, line, multiple line, pie chart, and pictogram. These are a few basic means for visualization. A chart displaying individual bars of different categories is called a simple bar chart. Here, the simple bar chart of yield versus varieties is shown. In bar chart, the bars are horizontal in nature, whereas if the bars are vertical in nature, then it is called column chart. A chart showing multiple bars grouped together for each category is called a multiple or compound bar chart. Example, comparing the yields of different wheat varieties across several years. Here, we can also make intra-varietal comparisons of yield between the 3 years. A bar divided into segments represents subcategories is called subdivided bar chart. Example, the yearly production of 3 cereals. Subdivided bar of production versus years of year-wise production of cereals is shown. Here, the individual bar represents the total production of the cereal crops, which is subdivided into production of oats, barley, and wheat. Thus, we can compare the yearly total production of all the cereals as well as the production of individual cereal crops. A graph with points connected by line to show trends over time is called a line graph. Example, average monthly temperatures over a year. Here, the monthly temperature is plotted and is joined through a line showing the trend of temperature over a year. A graph with points connected by multiple lines to show trends over time is called multiple line chart. Example, monthly price trend of tomato across 3 years. Here, the monthly price trend of tomato over 3 years is shown using multiple line chart. The dark purple line indicates the monthly prices of tomato for year 1, the light purple indicates it for year 2, and the gray line indicates the prices of tomato for year 3. A circular chart divided into sectors to represent proportions is called a pie chart. Example, the percentage distribution of different soil types in a region. Here, sandy soil constitutes 25% of the area, loamy soil constitutes 40% of the area, clay and silt soil constitutes 20 and 15% of the area respectively. A chart that uses icons or images to represent data quantities is called pictogram. Example, using images of sunflowers to show the area of sunflower plants in different fields. Here, one sunflower plant indicates 10 million hectares of area. So, for example, in field 1, 6 units of sunflower means 60 million hectares of area under sunflower crop in field 1. The various factors responsible for the choice of chart are as follows. Objectives of the display of data, type of data, size of chart, audience for whom a chart is prepared, funds available, predilection of the scientists. Thank you for joining me on this journey through our 4th unit, Graphical Representation. If you found this unit helpful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Statistics for more insights and clarity on statistics. Your support helps us continue creating content that makes complex topics simple and accessible. Follow us on Instagram and LinkedIn.